It is Tuesday, September 23rd, and I am Carl Azus. Glad to have you with us for a brand new day of CNN Student News. First up, lawmakers and taxpayers respond to the massive financial bailout that President Bush has proposed to help the U.S. economy. If you were with us yesterday, you know that the president wants Congress to authorize the Treasury Department to spend hundreds of billions to fight the current financial crisis. Democrats are demanding some changes to the president's plan, but Mr. Bush is insisting it be passed right as it is. Mary Snow has the latest on reaction to the proposal.
So what do taxpayers have to say about the government's $700 billion plan to save banks?
This is exactly not what I want to happen. I'd like my tax dollars to go somewhere else.
You're expecting us taxpayers to bail out Wall Street?
It sounds to me like if they didn't bail it out, that things would be much worse.
This is almost a populist revolt against what has been some very careless behavior, not only on the part of Wall Street, but the government as well.
Pete Sepp of the National Taxpayers Union is urging lawmakers on Capitol Hill to fight for a smaller package. But he acknowledges there needs to be some government action. What might the consequences of not passing a bailout be? Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson was quoted by the Wall Street Journal as saying, "If it doesn't pass, then heaven help us all," while he met privately with lawmakers last week. Among those congressional leaders, Senator Chuck Schumer.
Well, basically, they described a financial system where the arteries are clogged. And if you don't unclog the arteries, these are my words, the patient could get a heart attack.
If banks don't lend money, companies don't have money to spend. Businesses grind to a halt. Workers are laid off, and a potentially disastrous downward spiral follows. The Treasury Department is stressing the need for speed to pass the bailout. But critics of the plan say they believe changes can be made in the next few days that may be more acceptable than the plan that's already been proposed.
Is this legit? Elephants and donkeys are often used to describe good and bad market conditions on Wall Street. Wrong animals. When it comes to Wall Street, it's all about bulls and bears. A bull market means things are going well, and a bear market, just the opposite.
It was a bull market yesterday for oil prices. The cost of crude saw its biggest one-day gain ever, jumping more than $16 by the end of trading and finishing at just under $121 per barrel. While oil prices may be up, gas supplies have been down. You might have seen the result: high prices at the pumps, assuming they have any gas at all. Nicole Lappin looks at what's causing this shortage and how it's impacting drivers.
The search for gas is on in the southeast. How many stations have you been to?
I've been to like 4 different stations, and I haven't gotten any gas.
Out, out, and out. And it's all because the Colonial Pipeline that runs from Gulf Coast refineries to dozens of states, including Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina, has been running low since Gustav and Ike.
Since the hurricanes both hit, we have been tapping the reserves of the stockpiles of the fuels that were made before the hurricanes hit, and we've been delivering those, and that caused us to operate at a reduced rate, less than we're capable of. So that's been part of the problem that we've faced and we're trying to overcome.
Until then, many Atlanta stations may be out of a certain grade if they're not totally out of gas. How much would you pay for gas right now? If this station had gas and it was $5 a gallon, would you pay that?
Sure, yeah.
You'd pay anything?
Yes.
Desperate drivers would pay anything.
All them people is waiting on gas.
But in Nashville, some would do anything, too.
It's very scary. I've never seen anything like this.
When folks there heard there was a rumor that there was a gas shortage, they hoarded. And because of that, an estimated 3/4 of stations had no gas going into the weekend. Call it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever you call it, people are taking anything they can get. Is it going slow?
Yeah, a lot slower than normal, I guess.
You're on empty?
No gas.
Fumes?
Yes.
So we have a little trickle. Every little bit helps, I guess.
Yeah, I take what I can get, I guess. Right now, I got almost a gallon, so that'll get me somewhere.
Nicole Lappin, CNN, Atlanta.
Turning our attention overseas now, where leadership is changing hands in several countries around the globe. First, we are heading to South Africa, where Thabo Mbeki has served as president since 1999. But on Sunday, Mbeki renounced his resignation. The African National Congress asked the leader to step down before his term ended. That group will appoint its deputy president to lead until the country's elections in the spring. Next, we are heading north to Israel. Ehud Olmert has been that country's prime minister since 2006, but he turned in his resignation Sunday as well, saying the decision to step down was not an easy or simple one. For the time being, Olmert will continue as the interim prime minister. And finally, to Japan, where the country's parliament is voting for a new prime minister tomorrow. 5 candidates ran for the spot after the country's current leader resigned a few weeks back. But Taro Aso is expected to win tomorrow's vote easily. That is because his Liberal Democratic Party holds a majority in parliament.
Time for the shout-out. Which of these is the national flag of Japan? If you think you know it, shout it out. Is it A, B, C, or D? You've got 3 seconds. Go! B is the answer. The red disc represents the sun, and it's been the country's symbol for centuries. That's your answer, and that's your shout-out.
Staying in Japan now, where some animal lovers are joining forces to fight off animals? Well, you see, one group of birds has been bullying another in the capital city of Tokyo, eating their eggs, driving them away. But protectors of the avian underdog are hoping that some insects will offer a solution. Kyung-la reports on, literally, the birds and the bees.
There are no living birds for Naoya Masuda to show us. He only has wooden replicas of the bird he loves most, the tern. A cousin of the seagull, terns are listed as vulnerable in Japan, where they nest after the long migration from Australia and New Zealand. The terns have lost their nesting sites to more and more construction in Tokyo. They also face another threat, crows, a population that's boomed thanks to an ample food supply of city garbage from humans. The terns laid eggs, but crows started eating them, says Masuda. Then these eggs were abandoned by their mothers. He built shelters, tried to scare off the crows. Nothing worked. But across Tokyo, on the rooftop of a high-rise, another fan of a flying creature, this one a bee, was hard at work. The Ginza Bee Project has been raising more than 100,000 bees in downtown Tokyo to make honey. It's very delicious. But there's something else bees do.
Recently, no crows.
Experts say bees attack crows or anything dark and shiny to protect their hives. The urban beekeepers heard about Masuda's problem and thought their bees could be used to protect the terns from the crows and built Masuda his own hive.
But the bees didn't work this year. The reason why, there was just this one hive to cover all of this nesting space. There just weren't enough bees to fight off the number of crows.
Crows are a really difficult problem, says Masuda. So far, there are no easy answers. But Masuda hopes the bees will be a long-term solution. Using recordings of bird sounds on this giant gravel space, Masuda, who calls himself the father of the terns, hopes to lure the birds back to a safe nesting spot, and with thousands of bees, use nature to rebuild what humans have damaged. Kyung-la, CNN, Tokyo.
Japan, South Africa, Israel. We've covered a lot of ground in today's program, and our downloadable maps will show you every square inch of it. We offer up these geographic guides to stories from our show every day. You can find the free resources at cnnstudentnews.com. Before we go, check out a gem that's truly outrageous. Feast your eyes on one of the world's largest diamonds. This precious stone was discovered in a mine in Lesotho earlier this month. It weighs in at a whopping 478 carats. That actually makes it the 20th largest diamond ever found. But thanks to its impressive color and clarity, experts think it could be one of a kind when it is cut down. And thinking of a pun to that story was hard as a rock. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Carl Azus.